Pastor Jamie, 2 years ago, you and I sat down in your office and you began to share with me your thoughts and ideas about what we're going to do in regards to growth.
Yeah, so I'd come in that day and kind of just in my office praying, reading, studying for the weekend. And a lot of times me and Sean have conversations about the weekend and running things by. But that particular day, I had an old journal that I was just looking through, and a lot on my heart was, we'd just come out of staff meeting on Monday and just volunteers and, people being burned out and tired, and God, what is the next step? We're growing, and growth is great. It's good problems, but it's a problem that we have to talk through. And so what is the next step? And so I really felt like I was challenged by this old journal of a question of, if someone came in and said, I have the money to do whatever you want, would you know what to do with it? And I was challenged by that question. And so I began drawing that day of, God, how can we continue to be a beacon in this community? Obviously, we put community in the middle of our name because we're in a neighborhood. We want to be not just in a community, we want to be a part of the community. We want to just live here. We want to do life with people, and I think that's very important. So it's like, God, what kind of building can we add to that meets our needs, but also is going to be a great resource for our community here?
COVID affected us moving forward with this process.
And this is the crazy thing is, like, if you would have asked us, March 15th, like, okay, wow, we're going to have to put
we had the same concern.
We got to hit the pause button. And now being able to go 4 months later and 6 months into 2020, in March, we were at our highest number. We're pushing 550, and giving wise, we were good the first, 2 months. And, so a lot of momentum. And I've heard people even say that, like, man, we had so much momentum. Well, the momentum hasn't changed. It just looks different than how we thought it would look. And so March, April, May, and June had been the 4 highest giving months that we've ever had as a church. And currently, the first 6 months of 2020, we're about 40% higher than where we were financially in 2019, which is, to me, just confirming that, in this uncertainty, God is still certain. And what he speaks, years ago, what he puts inside of us comes out.
Yeah. So when it comes to the Make Room card that a lot of us have seen, when are we filling that out? When are we turning it in? Why is it so important?
But this Make Room card, I know a lot of you have seen it. A lot of you have turned it in. It is a year plan, a 2-year plan, a 5-year plan. I'll be real vulnerable here with mine. So with mine, you see, I've pledged, me and my wife have pledged $2,000 a year for 5 years, $10,000. And a part of that $2,000, we're going to do a Kickstart offering on August the 9th. And it's just going to be a day of celebration where we are bringing our first fruits, the first of what we're giving that day, and we're going to really just celebrate. It's exactly what it says. It's kickstarting us into this campaign, and we're going to use it for down payments, a lot of the preliminary cost. And so you can see on mine, we're giving $500 towards that, and we're giving $1,500 the rest of 2020. And then as we move forward the next 5 years, $2,000 each year to commit this pledge. And so again, we're just asking people to do that the month of July.
Why is it so important that we're all involved as a body of Christ?
Well, I think the biggest thing is that this is not an us versus them. This has to be, who we are and why we exist. And better together is not a fancy phrase. We have to depend and lean in on one another, and it truly is. We're better because we're together. And so in these moments right here, we're finding out, like, we need one another and we got to do this together. And it comes back to this ownership mentality. And so again, a lot of great phrases. I believe better together is a great one, but I also believe that the best is yet to come.
For sure.
For Life Community Church.